How's it going, mates? This is Mrjacharles. We're back with Darling Dead. You're dead. You're not here now. Fuck off. Go away. Don't watch. I'm being a bit of an idiot. Sorry, trying to show off for the camera. I can't help myself. Gotta say one little comment here. I didn't realise when I was finishing episode 1 that this game had music. I'm gonna try and turn it up for you guys right now so you can hear the music. It is there, I can vaguely hear it. I gotta say, the music, I'm actually kind of into it because it makes the creepy tone. But why on earth did they make it so quiet? I haven't maxed the volume because I'm expecting there to be sound effects in this game and it's gonna explode. My volume was on 80, 77 maybe, but the volume of this game, when you change the volume mixer, is at 100. So I'm wondering why the music is so quiet. You know, I mean, it's a nice tune. It sets the mood. But, okay, whatever. I probably turned it down by now, but that's that. Previously, we met our character who looks like a fucking idiot. Nothing against him, and they tried to make him look scary, and I guess that works. You know what I mean when I see him. I guess he does look a bit menacing, but his clothes are just, the girliest thing ever. I really genuinely do think this game was made so that you're meant to be a girl. But, we got to a point where we're seeing our boy Levine or whatever, and he has a lover, but who is the lover? I guess we'll find out. I also got told a perspective thing where I could have gone things through X's eyes or Levine's eyes, but to do that I need to play more of the game, and I've got a good feeling I'm not going to get that far. Anyway, and yeah, if your heart was still beating, it would have stopped right this instant. Okay, well, someone raised a hand to their face. Oh, your smile, it's so delicious. I mean, that's not really how I'd describe a smile, because I can't eat a smile, but, you know, I call a lot of things delicious. At this point, I try and confuse my kindergarten kids. I just tell them, wow, look, this drawing you made looks delicious, and then they're like, and then it's the funniest thing ever. So, maybe I shouldn't use that word too much. You can't hear the conversation, but then again, you don't have to. The visuals are more than enough. Levon hands X a necklace. Your necklace. That's a bit weird. I mean, again, if I was a girl, it'd make sense because, I'm your friend, but also we have a bit of sexual tension. Here, it's either I'm gay or I'm your bestie, but you're going to give a necklace to some random girl. Okay. It was a precious gift that you left behind just in case you needed an excuse. Oh, then your eternal hunger to return. For leaving it must have been nothing more than a bauble to hand over without a second thought. What an asshole, but at least he can blink. Just like everyone can in this game. I love how that's that extra, wow, 3D effect here we've got. People can blink. You can't see Levon's face, except I can, unless that's meant to be... No, that has to be Levon, right? Because the other girl... No way a guy goes like this. Unless he's, I don't know, trying to be fanciful. I don't know, the first thing that came to mind for me was some kind of anime character, but this is kind of anime on a lower scale. Alright, and you don't even want to. You know full well that with his perpetual aloofness, he wouldn't be having a private conversation with anyone who he deems unworthy of his attention. But there he is, standing just a breath away from X. The scant distance has to be too much for him, because he leans even closer, obscuring the view for a moment, and leaving the scene entirely to your imagination. Are we going to be hearing some sex noises? I mean, I don't even know these guys. It'd be a bit disturbing to get into episode 2 and then suddenly have this thrust upon me. At once you feel your fangs sharpen as your mind screams at you to bite, maim, kill. Oh, and then someone realizes that I was actually watching you all along. But you're not a savage, you're not. And X is a sweet boy. It's not his fault. Poor thing looked so surprised. Even so, part of you regrets bringing him here. Regrets saving him if it means he... No, you can't think that way. Not about your poor, dear X. Yeah, you know what? Such a nice guy that I forgot who the fuck he is. What's his name? Dunno, just call him X. As a child of the plague, his life was miserable enough, and you don't have it in you to deprive him of happiness, even if it comes at your own expense. Alright. Again, changing face a lot. I don't know what that adds to this experience. When Levon... Is it Levon or Levon? I'm gonna guess it's Levon, like Attack on Titan. I think. When Levon finally leans away and steps aside, X's expression is just as pitiful and perplexed as before. You know he can't possibly see you. or know that you're here, but he moves, just slightly, in your direction. Yeah, but he probably knows us enough by now. He seems taken aback by the attention he's receiving. Ah, what a sweet boy. Perhaps he's worried it might hurt your feelings if you knew. Even so, it's not your place to be hurt to begin with. Levon isn't yours. Never has been, and a couple hundred of stolen kisses mean nothing. So we're gay, right? We're a gay vampire. Well, in this universe where I've chosen male, no one exchanges just as many with others. Okay? Unable to watch any longer, you retreat into the shadows of the hallway. Alright, feel like if I got Xanthe into this, she'd just rip the guy's head off, but that's another Let's Play series. You're prepared to withdraw right this instant without having your last conversation with Levon, or Lev. I can't get around that name. But X's sudden arrival prevents you from fleeing. Oh, this is X. No, I'm even more confused now. Alright. What did I say his name was? Mrjacharles? But that sounds like it's some kind of gay soldier. Mrjacharles? No, that's an E. The names in this game are fucking weird, man. Mrjacharles, you're back! I'm so glad to see you. Okay, if I say it fast, it doesn't feel as weird. Alright. From his mine alone. Is that a word? I thought that was German there. From his main? From his... Unfortunately, I put my phone on the couch, so I can't really reach it without getting up. Alright, you think that the whole exchange with Levon never happened, because in place of the earlier surprise, you see a delighted grin. He hides his happiness poorly, forcing his pace to a normal stride instead of his usual excited jumping. But if he had a tail, you're sure it would be wagging like crazy. Alright, cool. And he's also got that crazed grin and crazed eyes. Looks like a savage. Oh, but at least he blinks. At least he has a soul. X! How have you been? Covering up your eavesdropping is not the only reason why you're exchanging pleasantries. You too worry for X when you're away, though it seems needless with Levon and X being... Stop it! There will be time to dwell on that later. Okay. Hard at work. The man is always so quiet when you're away, but it's never boring. Okay. You're back now, and that's all that matters. Say, you're here to stay, right? Okay, so maybe we are more welcome than I thought we were. His open excitement fills you with guilt because it drives home the fact that it's the last time you'll ever see him. Okay, seems tragic in itself. I'd love to, but you know how my job is. Oh, next time then. Actually, it might be good that your visit is brief. Okay, so that you can keep Levon to yourself. You shake the thought off with some effort. X isn't malicious, and you shouldn't be either. Why is that? I heard Master shouting the other night. Traitors and spies! I'll kill them all! You want to ruin my reputation? Ha! We'll see about that. Or something dramatic like that. Yeah, along the lines of, fuck you, I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna kill your family, and I'm gonna consensually lock you up. Okay. X mimics Levon's mannerisms and voice perfectly. I was expecting of a street performer of his caliber. Okay. So everyone's definitely gay in this. You should have known he was just being humble when he said he had no talent and only did it for spare change. That's abnormal how? I know what you're thinking. I also assumed that he was just throwing another temper tantrum. But the military hounds... X leans in, dropping his volume to a whisper. They found one of Master's business partners in a river this morning. Sounds pleasant. And he wasn't swimming, if you catch my drift. Ah. He was floating. I mean, you could still be in water and, you know, just kind of lie there. Maybe he was on one of those, like, dingoes. Like, one of those dinghies. One of those, like, hoops. One of those donuts that you do under, like, the Mississippi River. If you've ever heard of splashdown. I don't know if America has that. Or, you know, anywhere outside of the UK. Okay, what happened? An accident or... suicide, supposedly. Well, I did get a suicide warning. But you doubt it? Do you think Lev... You think so too, if you were here when his rival met the same exact fate. River and everything. You still for a moment. You know Levon's more than capable of murder. Accidents and suicides are his go-to when people cross him. Oh, dearie, dearie me. Nobody was caught, and the incident was written off as unsolved. Okay, sounds reassuring. Of course not, Levon's too shrewd to ever make mistakes. Do you think it'll be connected to Lev? Not sure, but it's got people shaking in fear. Other businesses are warning each other to be careful, dealing with Master. Bit cringy that you keep calling him that, but you're the only one that calls him Master. I call him Levon like a normal person. Okay. I mean, I guess if Levon wants that, then fine. You do you, babe. He's getting reckless. That's not good. X nods, shuffling another step closer to you until you're fully in his bubble. Bubble touch. That's called docking. Except it's not bubbles, is it? No, it isn't. And he's not telling me what got him so spooked. Okay, but you know, right? You've always been so close. He must have told you what this is all about. No, because we're not friends anymore, surprisingly. Or, I don't know, he doesn't confide in me anymore. Must have, not very likely. You're too much of a coward to ask, and he doesn't volunteer anything by himself. Case in point, Levon's new lover, taken in secret. If he started concealing his private life from you, you're not entirely sure what else he's hiding. I mean, if he's murdering people left, right, and center, then there's got to be stuff happening there, right? Okay. Listen, Mrjacharles, you've done so much for me, given me a home and a job. Wow! I know nothing I can ever do will be enough to repay you. But that's not the only reason why I'm so worried about you. Oh, I thought I was like an immortal vampire beast. I mean, unless the guy's got like a garlic surprise, I don't think it'll be that bad. Worried? About me? With all that talk about traitors and Master trying to clean up loose ends. You think I'm next? Really? I thought I was meant to be besties with this Master. You laugh, but X doesn't seem amused at all. Okay, I mean, yeah, you got a new lover and all that, but fuck it, I'm up for whatever. X steps closer to you so abruptly that you almost punch him out of reflex. It's a good thing you managed to stop yourself. Weak, sickly X is no match against a human, not to mention a vampire. Okay, and this is what Master or whatever, like, chose over me. I mean, look at me, I might be short, very short, like a whole half a head short, but at least I'm not a pussy. I don't think. X barely notices the aborted attempt on his life, taking both your hands into his and clutching them up to his chest. Bit with yeah, you got my hands now. Why? I can't click the mouse like this. I'm not gonna do that. Bit gay. Oh, what? Oh, what the hell is wrong with your hands? It's not funny, Mrjacharles. For we know, you could be in real danger. You know what? I think you're in more danger. What are these hands? What's this pose? Ah, my face is on fire, and I have no thumbs. How will I pick up my teacup? Well, I could just kind of round it like that if I was going to drink a teacup, but the tea would eventually go everywhere. You think you could maybe grow some thumbs? You look like some kind of retarded alligator. God, that's going to be in my nightmares. Okay, fine. You go way back. Surely you know things about him that would be considered incriminating. Maybe, I guess, or I don't know. Why would I share this stuff? I don't think Twitter's been invented yet. Yes, I'll keep that in mind, X, thank you. His worry is sweet but unfounded. Even if Levon is not as close to you as you wish, you're still friends, and that counts for something. Okay, X mistakes the flash of pain in your eyes for anxiety and attempts to comfort you by nuzzling his face into your palms. Yeah, no homo. That's a bit of an old meme, but I'll still take it. All the while he's clutching at your hands, unwilling to let go. How are you holding on to me? Yeah, I can't grip you properly because I've got no thumbs. This is where I get another pose, but he's like grown a thumb. I really am expecting that at some point. There's nothing to worry about, X, I'll be fine. Even so, I can't bear to leave you. What if you disappear again when I'm not looking? It wouldn't be the first time you left without saying goodbye. I can't tell if we like you or not, because we're acting quite intimate here, but we seem to have the thought of, you know, fuck off. I don't want you in my life, you're annoying. You fly. X pouts, causing you to laugh at the pitiful expression. To be fair, we're not exactly an ideal role model here, are we? I won't do that again, I swear. But you're not planning on staying either, is that it? Yeah, I don't plan to occupy space anymore. I'm not gonna be here, and I'm not gonna be here. Sure, I'll explain everything later. After you and Lev are through. Ahem! But X, shouldn't you get back to work? I wouldn't want Lev to scold you for getting distracted. Wink. I don't know what that means, to be honest. I don't know what we're even doing here. Oh, God. The faces just get worse and worse. What is that? Ah! That was a kind of weird, fucked up James Bond villain. Okay, he still takes time to blink. Good. Yes, I have lots to do. He really works me to the bone, you know. Here's hoping he won't punish me too much for keeping you up. Why would he? If anything, he knows how much I enjoy your company. That's the problem. Look, it's vibrating. That means it's an important word. Pardon? Oh, nothing. I better get going. The master could be here any second now. Alright, X whines, slowly releasing his hold on you. Yeah, I still don't get how that works. I'll come looking for you when I'm done here. Really? That's a promise, okay? He starts to pivot, but then turns right back, catching your hands. Why? I've got you. I'm letting go. I've got you again. What am I doing? Why am I doing this? Just keep grabbing me inappropriately. That's how people go to jail. All right, catching your hands in this once more. I really don't want to go. You laugh, cheered up by X's puppy-like nature. Yeah, but he's being a weirdo about it. I mean, I know he's not going to do any damage to me because he's a weakling. Even so, I don't know, it's just a bit of a weirdo. Alright, it's only for a moment. I'll be back with you soon. Then, I'll hold you to that. Alright, and then I got left to my own devices. X salutes you jokingly before letting go of you for good and disappearing into the thick shadows of the hallway. Regrettably, the smile he brought to your face doesn't last long. Oh, good. Oh, great. What's this? I guess I have to see that in the next episode. Get this guy's agenda. I'm guessing. Well, no, I just read it. Okay, so it's not exactly a mystery. This is Levon or whatever. He does look quite sexy, I'll give you that. Looks like a power top, but I'm not going to think about that. I'll save all those thoughts for the next episode. But if you want to play games, I'll see if you can get a read on who the hell Levon is and if he's a nice guy. Doesn't look that nice, but maybe, I don't know. There'll be a link to the game in the description down below. And without further ado, goodbye, Scotch, until it's time. See ya!